Chasing perfection is pointless. That is basically the statement I wish to talk about. Now, wouldn't it be amazing if we had everything that is ever needed by any standard to do any task successfully? To be the most beautiful, to be the most wonderful, to be intelligent beyond standards and expectations. Wouldn't it be amazing to be perfect at everything? But is it realistic? And who makes these standards of perfection? That is what it is. The beauty standards, the body standards, the standards of how intelligent you are and how capable you are of doing a job. Who makes these standards? Well, society, but certain people of the society who puts these standards of living, these standards of being or standards of doing, which we chase after. We wish to emulate all these qualities inside us. But do you understand that you're being slave to somebody else's choices? That somebody else has preferences and they thought this looks really nice, this feels really amazing, and they show it to the world that this is perfect, and everybody just becomes slaves to what they needed or they wanted. It's sad, really. But there is also another thing. Before, has this ever happened to any of you? Well, of course it has. But before starting a task, we are like, later, I'll do this later, I'll do this when this happens to me, when I'm perfect at this, when I have accomplished this, or when I have done this, I would finally start that project. I'll do the resume and then I will apply. But the resume has to be perfect. You have to be perfect in order to do that task. And that's just procrastination. Somewhere I read that procrastination is your mind's way of telling you that you are not good enough. Somewhere that traumatic part of you just keeps telling you that you're not good enough. And that's why you push that thing, the thing you're supposed to do, in ahead. You say that you will do it later because right now you don't feel like you deserve it. And that's why you do it. It's really sad that I read so many books and I barely remember the authors. These people who write books and change my life and I can't remember their names. That's sad for me. I will change that. But the point is, I remember what they have taught me. And people will remember who you are as you are without being perfect. Do you think the first book that a person writes would be perfect? Every author writes so many books, and their first books, their writings are different, and eventually the more they go forward in their writings, they improve. The same way is with perfection. Perfection cannot be accomplished. It is just standards put forth by the people who think these are rights and we just accept them to be. Okay. What I did today, I wanted to make this video about perfection, and then I realized that, am I accomplished not being able to be perfect? I wish to participate more in my classes. I wish to talk to people more. I wish to be better at communication, about socializing, about getting my stuff done. Am I good at it? No, I always push forward. What if what I'm thinking, what my thoughts are, what my arguments are not good enough? Would people laugh at me in my class? So I don't post the answers or questions. I don't talk to people because I think that maybe I am annoying them. Maybe I won't be the one they want to talk about or talk to. So before making this video, I thought, no, I have to practice what I preach. So I did it. I talked with a very old roommate of mine. We had lost touch, but I talked with her. And turns out She was suffering through some health issues. And I don't know whether I helped her or not, but I spoke with her for 1.5 hours. And I believe she needed that. And so did I. Maybe the people you want to communicate with really need you. So take that step. And the second thing I did when first thing went so well, it was an online class and I posted my opinion. I just posted it. And the teacher, the professor, actually read it out loud, which was really scary for me. And then she said, I agree with you. And there was some discussion about it and they moved on. I just did it. I didn't think that my opinions or that I'm perfect, but I thought, no, I just wanted to do it. And I did it. And turns out, nobody's perfect in this world. And people accept you for your imperfections because they have never seen you as your perfect selves. It's just procrastination. Your negative part of you telling you that no, you're not ready. No, don't do it. We'll do it later. But that later would never come. It is just how it is. We have to push through all these things that stop us from being what we want to be. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk to more people. I'm gonna post more. I'm gonna share my opinions more. I'm gonna take other people's emotions and their opinions into consideration. I'm gonna accept other people's perspectives. I would be a better listener instead of just a talker. I would put my effort into all of those things. And I will discipline myself to stick to the things that scare me. I'll try to do all of those things because I'm never gonna be perfect at anything. Nobody is ever gonna be perfect at anything because those are just made up standards. What I want to be is totally different. We all have our own separate destinies, our own separate set of skills. And when we combine all those and create a beautiful masterpiece of our lives, I think we'll call it perfection of ourselves because we have set the standards now. I think that is it for this video. And I'm so glad you were able to join me. Please let me know anything you wish to talk about in the comments down below. Think of it my way of being a good listener for you guys. Have a good day.